How about shining a light on your drivers, right? How about giving them a little appreciation around the holidays? It's our holiday special. We're talking about how to be good to everybody. But you know what? I noticed something here. Our next guest used to work at Dolby, so I got to find out what soundbar I need to get this holiday season. It is Kristen Tedesco, Senior Marketing Manager over at Netrodyne. Kristen, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Is that true? You used to be over at Dolby?
It is true. However, I was not a sound engineer. So what's the best product? Probably not the best to tell you, but yes, the soundbar is supposed to be really good. Makes it sound like sound is coming from all over the room. So maybe don't watch it with a horror flick. Gets a little bit creepy.
All right, I'll take that as a challenge. Well, we don't want to horrify our drivers. It's the holiday season. We want to give thanks, and we want to do it in non-cheesy ways so they feel validated and they feel good. What are some good ways to show driver appreciation this holiday season?
Right. So first off, I'll say I'm not a fleet manager, so I'm speaking on behalf of what our customers tell us. And of course, cash is king. Not a surprise, right?
Sure.
But from what I understand, drivers appreciate all sorts of gifts, and it doesn't have to be anything major. Branded swag, hats, flashlights, tools, folding chairs, anything to make their job easier. And of course, items that they can take back to the family, pet items, restaurant gift cards, that type of thing. So a lot of fleets that we work with now will use a driver score throughout the year, and then they'll give a large prize or bonus to the driver with the highest average score throughout the year. And that can be like a flat screen TV, or I've even seen $25,000 cash prizes.
Interesting. Does messaging matter, or is it all just cash is king? Here you go. Here's a big TV. Be happy.
Absolutely. I think it's easy to forget to continually say things and give praise throughout the year. You can think something, but that's not enough. You really do have to say it. And so when you're talking about integrating that into an everyday safety culture and not just the holidays, that's key. And so 30% of employees are engaged at work, which is great, right? Engagement translates into increased innovation, productivity, and ultimately better bottom line performance. But that means 50% are unengaged, just going through the motions, not performing to their capabilities. And the balance, the 20%, are actually disengaged, which means they're unhappy at work and they may be actively influencing their coworkers to join them in this unhappiness. So how do you mitigate that? Studies show that employee engagement needs are really basic and logical, and it mostly comes down to regular and clear communication. So that includes setting expectations, having whatever materials and equipment they need to do their job, receiving periodic recognition and praise, and just feeling that their supervisor cares about them. So it really can be as simple as a monthly pat on the back in the form of a phone call, email, or text.
Interesting. So if 50% are unengaged, that can be an issue because disengaged people, they may not be as in tune, for example, with your safety culture amongst other cultures. How do you make it so gratitude becomes not just oh, it's Thanksgiving, I got to say thank you, drivers. So it is something that is constant, right? So gratitude is perpetual.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, from my perspective, I'm the kind of person that works really well with calendar reminders. So if you're talking about use tools to help you set reminders to do that. And it can be just as simple as that. Maybe there's a weekly ping that you get or a monthly ping that says, send a note to your staff members. So starting team meetings with shout outs is a great way to get things going. Even a how are you or a good morning text is fast and helpful. So at Netrodyne, for example, we use Slack instant messaging app, and every Monday and Friday, every single week, my manager uses Slack to send our team a happy Monday or a TGIF message, which of course just takes a moment and it makes a big difference. So from the fleet perspective, oh, sorry.
No, go right ahead.
Many of our customers will show dash cam videos of near misses and proactive driving moves in their break room or their Facebook group pages or wherever they share team information. And So that makes people feel really good. The pride and the bragging rights that come with that are a big deal. And then our customers generally will do like a monthly check-in and a contest accompanied by praise and possibly rewards as well.
Interesting. Have you picked up any tips in doing those of things that work and don't work, or things that work better?
I would say, I don't know if it's like one thing works better than the other. I think that it's just doing it, just getting it out there in whatever way, and it kind of depends on the person and whether pride, whether they're more of a pride type of person or whether they just want a reward. So what I will say is another tool that's really helpful are driver scores, which are becoming more and more prevalent in the industry. So a lot of the, software providers in the fleet industry will have a driver score as part of their platform. And we have one as well as part of the camera platform. And so what it does is it's providing a really fast, easy, and a fair way to assess people. So it just makes it feel like it's not objective anymore, and there's data behind it. And so, some of the more sophisticated fleet management tools, of course, will send praise automatically. So we have like a virtual coach, which always starts the conversation by mentioning great driving that they've done. And it gives transparency to see how they're doing compared to fleet average. And it just helps to motivate them. So in turn, that transparency shows that the manager trusts the driver, and then the driver feels the freedom to manage their own performance.
Very cool. Well, Kristen, anything else? Any other tips before we let you go?
Thank you for having me, and have a great Thanksgiving.
You too. You too. Hey, pumpkin pie or apple pie, by the way?
Pumpkin, 100%.
Right answer. Little cowbell for you. Thanks so much for coming on the show. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.